In part 3 of the MBYLL Team App tutorial, we go beyond the simple news feed and events calendar and look to enhance your town's Team App with documents and uploads. Essentially, Team App could and should become the one place where your program comes to get everything it needs from you. Information, details, schedules, flyers, newsletters, photos, the works. The best place to start is in the Teams button. Even if you don't use the Teams as one of your 12 active buttons, which is a concept we'll go over in the final part 4, it's important that you create a list of your physical teams. Now, if you're a small program, you can get away with creating a physical team for each one of your actual teams. If you are a large program, however, and you have dozens of teams from U9 up to U15, you may wish to do this by level. But you manage your teams in the admin dashboard, which is the view that we're currently looking at. Here's our Teams button. We have it as an active button. Click Manage to the right of it, and you'll see that in this particular town app, there are 3 teams, a U11 red, a U13 blue, and a U15 white. Now, clicking on any one of them, you'll see that all it really says is the team name. There's not much other content to it besides U11 red. But if we edit this, we do have the option of adding notes, of adding a roster of players, maybe their position and numbers, a location if we wanted to. We could make that more detailed. But the point is, we have our teams, and that allows us to create schedules for those teams, and if we wanted to use the live scores feature, to do that as well. Now we go to our schedules page, and right now we have nothing to see here. But if we manage, and everything that we need to do action-wise is always sort of up here in this top right-hand corner. We have all the teams we need, but we see that their schedule is currently disabled. So I'm going to go into our U15 team and click on Settings, and we really have 2 options as far as scheduling is concerned. You can upload a PDF version of the schedule, which you've created or somehow have in your possession, or if your schedule fluctuates and it's kept on a website, such as the MBYLL.org website, or if your town has a league athletics website synced to the leagues, a great option is to click on the web link and simply attach the URL, which will automatically connect it to that as well. We're going to show you how to do a PDF version, which you click on the PDF, you select your file. Here's our game schedule, and by clicking Save, we take it off of the disabled list, and now U15 White has a PDF version attached. And whether it's the desktop version or the smartphone version, when you click on Schedules, come down to the team you're looking for. When you view it, that PDF will pop up. And here we have a simple PDF version of our schedule with our date and our opponent, where it is, and what time it is. Very simple. So the other option we mentioned was a website version of the schedule. So we're going to take a look at U13 Blue, and we're going to come into our settings. Currently it's under Disabled. So now we want to add the web link. And it's as simple and easy as adding a web link. In this, I'm adding the MBYLL schedule, or I believe one of the Danvers. And when you go to view it, pull up that particular team, and as of right now, yep, Danvers U13 Blue, our current season is over. But if this was a live and active season, that full schedule would appear just as it was on the website, but with one click of a button on your team app. And that's how we do our schedules for each of our teams. Again, if you have a ton of teams, maybe it's best to have all of your U15 teams with one PDF, maybe all of your U13 teams through a web link that it's easy to navigate from there. That way you don't have 40 teams to upload one at a time, but that's entirely up to the town administrator. Now the concept of documents, which is our last button over here, is very similar to schedule in terms of you have 2 options. You can upload a PDF file or you can attach a web URL. Now one major difference is you don't have to have a team attached to upload a document. You'd simply come up to the right hand side, this green box, and hit Add a Document. Similar to our news feed and our events page, you can select which groups get to see this document. You can give it a title. Maybe we want to add our Lax Concepts page, which is a PDF. I select my file, I add my document, click Save, and when they come to my Documents section, I have a list of my lax concepts, which when you click on and download the PDF, is something that my coaches put together. Concepts for offense, concepts for defense. This is a great place to put team terminology, team rules, expectations, anything you could possibly want to add to a document section. It's like a library of resources. And very easily, similar to adding a PDF, is you can attach a website and have a number of different things to display in this section. Another very popular, great feature is the Photos section. This is self-explanatory. This is what makes this informational and organizational tool very social, is that anybody can upload photos, whether it's the town administrator or a player or a coach who has photos. This is just a great place for everyone to share and comment. You can see someone, me, comments on the picture, and cheer it, which is, I guess, the equivalent of a Facebook like. And this is just a way, again, for teammates to connect and make their experience with your youth lacrosse program as social as can be. In one stop, your team app. So the final button or function that we'd like to discuss here in this third tutorial part is the concept of league news. And this is something that your program is part of the association MBYLL, Mass Bay Youth Lacrosse League. We're asking everybody, and we did it for you, but here I don't have it clicked, and I'm going to click it, to subscribe to this association. And when you hit that, when you are subscribed to the Mass Bay Association, anything that the league produces in terms of documents, whether it's the Jamboree schedule, whether it's the magazine, whether it's a one-page coupon to Dick's Sporting Goods, anything that the league produces, your town team members will have instantaneous access to that. So that comes under MBYLL News. While we do have the luxury of asking towns to create whatever features and buttons they want to make active, they could add a store, they could add player profiles. We do ask all programs keep the MBYLL news feed so that their town members, their coaches, and their families do have instant access to what the league is producing, which won't be often, but when it is produced, it will be pretty important stuff that we do want everyone to see. So that about does it for part 3 of this tutorial, in which you now have the tools necessary to create news and events, to upload your schedule, to create teams, which allows you to use that schedule. Live scores is very self-explanatory once you get in it. It allows you to keep track of what's happening during your games for anybody who potentially isn't there. So you'd go to settings and you could manually enter all members. Gets to update it. We'll do full admins get to update it. And then when you go to scores, this will appear. Type in something along the lines of Dean White up 4-1 after the first quarter. When you post this, all of your team members will get that notification in this section for anybody who might not be there. So that's a great, fun, little useful tool. We showed you how to chat. We showed you how to upload photos and comment on them. Social media is just a way, when you manage it, for you to include, if you have a Twitter handle, if you have a Facebook page, if you have an Instagram account, maybe you have a YouTube channel or a LinkedIn account, anything that you want to put up there. This allows your team members to come in one stop, click on this button, and have access to any one of your social media pages. Here's the league news, and essentially this is your news. And this wraps up all you need to do to add content to your members. And in the final part, part 4, we'll show you how to put the finishing touches on your team app to customize it to be exactly what you want and get as much out of it as you can. Thanks for watching.